What's up? Do you want to learn 10 intermediate tricks on a snowboard? Well, here you go. I hope you enjoyed the beginner video. This is the next step up, 10 tricks for intermediate riders. Here's the first trick. So the first trick is frontside boardslide. So for the frontside boardslide, assuming that you're comfortable on the rails, this is the next step to progress your rail riding. So what you're going to want to do is start with a rail that you're comfortable with. You can practice this on the ground as well by getting in that front board motion. You're going to try and get the weight under your front foot. And what you do is you're going to pop onto the rail and then just turn your hips and get your board up and over the rail, landing on your front foot, keeping your shoulders in your head, looking towards the end of the rail, teed up, and then you just pull it back once you're at the end of the rail, back to regular, and that's how you do it. All right, so for the front board, we're going to be coming in at a little bit of an angle. You're going to pop, turn your hips, get over your front foot, snap back to regular. So for trick number 2, it's going to be the frontside lipslide. It's pretty similar to the backboard. You're going to be landing facing the rail with your chest open. All you're going to be doing on this one is you're going to make sure that you pop up and over the rail before you turn your body, unlike the backboard where you can kind of cheat it and get into it a little bit earlier. So you're going to want to come in at a little bit of an angle on your toes if you're riding regular on the left side of the rail. You're going to pop up into like a 50-50 up and over the rail and bring your tail up and over the top of the rail, keeping your chest and your head looking squared up towards the end of the rail. You'll land on your front foot or in between your feet, and then just turn your hips back to regular, and that's how you do a lip slide. Okay, so for the lip slide, we're gonna come at a bit of an angle. Make sure you pop, get up and over the rail, get on your front foot, come back to regular. So for trick number 3, we're gonna be working on our cab/switch frontside 360. So for the cab 360, you're gonna wanna obviously have a good fundamental of switch riding, and you should be able to do a cab 180 first. So whenever you're coming into the jump, you're gonna start, I'm regular, so I'm gonna be coming in switch front side with my right foot forward. You're gonna start on the right side of the jump, a little bit of toes, and then go to your heels. You're gonna keep your hands over your toes, wind up with your lead shoulder a little bit towards your back hip. When you snap, you're gonna pop off your heel edge, look over that front shoulder, drive all the way through, land switch, and get your toes in and ride away. So for the cab 3, we're gonna start on our toes, go to our heels, wind up, pop, land with the toes. So for trick number 4, we're gonna be doing a switch backside 360. So for the switch backside 360, it's basically flipped of the cab. You're gonna be starting on the left side of the jump, obviously if you're riding switch with your right foot forward. So you'll start on the left side of the jump, you'll be heels and then toes. You're gonna wind up opening your chest. You're gonna snap once you get to the top, pop, bring your knees up, look over that back shoulder, keep driving your back arm, come around at 360, land with your hand over your toes, and that's how you do it. So the switch back 3, you're gonna start on the left, wind up, boom, boom. So for trick number 5, I'm gonna be teaching you how to do a wildcat. So for the wildcat, you're gonna ride in pretty flat base. You're gonna set your arms a little bit behind you. You're gonna wait until you snap off your tail at the end of the jump. You're gonna throw your arms upward in a motion, almost like a reverse cartwheel. Drive your head up, bring your knees up to you, look all the way through, spot your landing, and that's how you do it. So for the wildcat, we're gonna ride in pretty straight. You're gonna wind up with the arms behind you. Boom, that's how you do it. So for trick number 6, let's do a back 5. So for the back 5, now that you've got your back 3s, back 1s, and cab 3s dialed, you just combine them all together. You're gonna start on the right side of the jump. You're gonna start with your heel edge, lean to your toes. You're gonna wind up a little bit more than you did for the back 3. You're gonna snap and keep driving all the way over that shoulder until you come around. You wanna let go a little early so that you can drive into the toe edge landing of landing switch, just like you did on the cab 3, and that's how you do it. For back 5, we're gonna wind up, look over the shoulder, land with the toes. So for trick number 7, let's learn the frontside 540. So for the frontside 540, it's pretty similar to the front 3 and the switchback 3. You're gonna start on the left side of the jump if you're regular. You're gonna put your toes in, little heel edge. You're gonna wind up like a gun in a holster with your arms behind your back hip. You're gonna snap up at the end of the jump, bring your knees up to you, look over that lead shoulder, drive all the way through, and then when you're coming around, make sure you finish with your back arm or your new lead arm over your toes to get that landing and ride away switch. Wind up. Boom. So for trick number 8, let's learn 50-50 back 3 out. So for this trick, it's similar to the 50-50 backside 180 that you learned in the beginner video. All you're gonna be doing is winding up a little bit more once you get to the end of the rail. So what I think about is hopping on that 50-50, make sure you lock, look where you're going, and then once you're coming to the end of the rail, start driving your shoulders towards that backside 360 motion, looking with your head over your back shoulder, and pop out. And that's how you do it. So you're gonna come in, 50-50, initiate the shoulders, snap over the shoulder, and that's how you do it. Trick number 9, we're gonna learn backside board slide, same way 270 out. So for the backside board slide, same way 270 out, you're gonna wanna have a good backboard foundation, and you should practice going backboard to switch. What you're gonna wanna do is come out a little bit more with an angle, come onto your back foot this time instead of your front foot, and keep driving your shoulders how you would almost do a front 3. You're gonna keep them open, and when you get to the end of the rail, you're gonna wanna have that momentum, look over your shoulder, and drive to the 270. You're gonna come out regular, put your toes in, and that's how you do it. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna be backboard same way. You're gonna start the same way as a backboard slide. You're gonna get over your back foot, keep looking over the shoulder, right away regular. So for trick number 10, we're gonna teach you how to do a tail press. So if you're wanting to get steezy with it, you're gonna learn the tail press. So when you're doing this, you're gonna wanna pop onto a 50-50, and once you get onto that 50-50 motion, you wanna shift all your weight to the back foot, really trying to extend your front leg, leaning over that tail, pick your nose up, and then once you're at the end of the rail, you can pop out to get a little extra style, and that's how you do a tail press. Your nose. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for the advanced lesson.